Hello again. How many of us can remember back when made in China on a product was something you shunned and stayed away from? You know, there was actually a city that the Chinese named USA. And the reason that they did that was because they could legally stamp made in USA on products that came from that part of the world. And you know what's ironic is that Obama, what he went ahead and did as far as the automotive industry is concerned, a great deal of it now is made in where? Made in China. Your Cadillacs are made in China. 7 out of 10 GM cars are made in China. You might want to look into that before you buy your next car, especially if you're considering a GM vehicle, including the Cadillacs. It's pretty insane, is it not? And you know who's going to be the #1 producing country in the world, if they're not already the #1 producing company in the world? China. Yeah, they have surpassed the kind of manufacturing output that America was known for. Now, that by itself isn't all that bad, but let me tell you what is bad. As soon as they announce that they have surpassed the United States, the American dollar will no longer be the dominant currency throughout the world. It'll be the Chinese dollar, or whatever they use. That'll be the currency for the world. You know what that'll do to the American dollar? Never mind what that'll do to the American dollar. You know what that'll do to the American people? Obama wanted to turn America into a third world. That's exactly what he'll do. That's pretty much exactly what he's done. He's decimated 1/6 of our economy with healthcare, and he's attacked every other aspect of it. He won't allow the Keystone Pipeline to be built because he wants the petrodollars to be sent to King Abdullah in Saudi Arabia. He funds the enemies of America. He funds the al-Qaead, the Mujahideen, the Muslim Brotherhood. And what does Congress do? What does Speaker Boehner, who controls the purse, do? He's doing a pretty lousy job of controlling the purse as far as I'm concerned. What did I read? Actually, I made some videos on that. Supposedly, this usurper had given Mohammed Morsi, I think it was $8 billion, so Morsi could buy the the peninsula in Egypt, so that Hamas could have their own country. Who knows what's real, what isn't real? What we do know is we're $17.5 trillion in debt, and that's not going to go down. It's going to keep climbing. What we do know is that as soon as China announces its dominant position in the world, the American dollar will vanish as being the currency of the world. No one will want it. If you think things are bad now, you haven't got a clue as to what's going to happen as soon as that happens. And it's inevitable that it will happen. Most of our manufacturing is gone. Go to Walmart. What do you think's made in America? You know what else I read about Walmart? And you know, you want to go do your own research on this. But because of the minimum wage, the low wage that they pay all their employees, or a great number of their employees, a lot of those employees receive subsidies in the form of food stamps, in the form of a variety of social services, to the tune of, I think I read, $6 billion a year. Yeah. Anyway, I don't see a bright spot. Not as long as he's allowed to do what he's doing, which is to destroy this country. I've asked you what you think. And for those of you that share your thoughts, as you know, occasionally, or quite often actually, I'll turn them into a video. If you'd like me to mention you as the source, let me know, and I'd be pleased to do that. So far, I've kept that information confidential. But if that would be of interest to you, again, I'd be pleased to mention your name. It's going to end, folks, and it's not going to end in a good way. That's what I think. So what do you think?